Good morning. Welcome to my experiment. The purpose of the experiment is to demonstrate why steam should never be used as a power source under any circumstance. At the base of this ceramic dish is the inner workings of a 4 ohm 5 watt wire wound resistor. 1 teaspoon of water covers the resistor. My intention here is to boil the water by passing 50 watts through the resistor. The energy is provided by pedal power via a very efficient alternator. The voltage drop across the resistor is 14 volts, gives me 50 watts. Visual verification that the alternator is functioning properly is given when a 65 watt seal beam car headlamp is fired up. All my energy so far has only managed to generate atmospheric pressure steam, and that energy is all lost. Nothing is returned to the system. And the tiny amount of steam I'm currently generating isn't going to get me far either. The inefficiencies are enormous. And regardless of how big a system may be, it will always be closely proportional to mine. All my energy so far has only managed to generate atmospheric pressure steam, and that energy is all lost. Nothing is returned to the system. And the tiny amount of steam I'm currently generating isn't going to get me far either. The inefficiencies are enormous. And regardless of how big a system may be, it will always be closely proportional to mine. What do you think of this character? He's obviously not enjoying himself. He's not on an ego trip. I wonder if he's got any answers. Everybody knows that global warming is here to stay because... Hello, I couldn't help overhearing you. I agree that the story can't end here, but there are issues which first need to be addressed. The global warming power base thrives on a deepening crisis. Increasing amounts of money are thrown into the power base as the crisis develops. Protecting the power base then becomes the primary objective because that's where the money is. It will be vigorously defended. Any proposal which has the potential to halt global warming will be dumped into a bucket along with all other potential solutions that are on the table. And there it will stay. I do have one solution that could break through this barrier though. As with the steam example, this one will be set at the lowest level. Simple multipliers can be later added to suit any scenario. The story begins at a house located at the base of Mount Dandenong, Victoria, Australia. I have 40 solar panels on my roof. The only function of this solar grid is to drive water pumps which shift water from my house to the top of the mountain, around 500 vertical metres, where it will be temporarily stored. This system is commonly used to back up a normal power grid. The house power grid in this case is fed entirely by the water falling from the mountain top to the base. The power grid provides the entire energy requirement for everything on the property, including normal use electric cars. A diesel-powered backup water pump would need to be provided here. Assuming that the maximum grid output for one day is equal to 6 hours of run time at full power, the volume of water raised to the mountain top is 45,000 litres, which is a 3.5 by 3.5 by 3.5 metre cube of water. That volume would be reduced considerably by using the hours of highest energy output to heat the water in a hot water storage system and to charge an interchangeable car battery pack. A small two-lake system could service the entire eastern suburbs of Melbourne. Efficiency is the key to success here. The water pressure at the mountain base is over 700 psi. Small water leaks would be very significant at this pressure. A piston-type pump is the only logical option for driving the water from the lower lake to the mountaintop lake. But the pump would need to accommodate its variable solar power source. The output from this type of pump can be easily controlled by shifting the crank pin from the maximum offset, which delivers 2.1 litres per second, to the minimum offset, which delivers nothing. Water pulsing is easily eliminated. The driver for the 50 Hz generator, which feeds the house power grid, can be a water turbine with a variable width water jet aperture. A constant cycle rate can be achieved regardless of the power being generated. I don't know how efficient that would be though, but there are other options, mainly involving pistons. A handy feature of this system is that when the greatest amount of power is being generated is when an air conditioner is most needed. Anyway, thanks very much for your time, and thank you.